welcome to the deep dive. We sift through the sources so you don't have to, bringing you the key insights, maybe a few surprising facts, and hopefully keeping it interesting along the way.
Glad to be here.
So today we're tackling a really interesting development in global finance. It's about the connection between Rewire and Remitly.
Right, specifically Remitly buying Rewire back in 2023, a pretty significant move.
Exactly. And our mission really is to unpack how they now work together as Rewire by Remitly.
Mm.
What are the unique features, the benefits, especially for immigrants and their families navigating, often complex financial stuff globally?
It's a fascinating case study, actually, because it's not just about getting bigger. It feels more like creating a more specialized, interconnected system.
Yeah, explain that a bit more.
Well, Remitly was already this huge global player in digital financial services, right? Then in 2023, they acquire Rewire, which was based in Israel. And Rewire became Rewire by Remitly. But importantly, it kept its very specific focus, providing financial services, remittances included, tailored specifically for migrant workers in Israel.
That focus,
Right.
migrant workers in Israel, that immediately flags it as something different, not just your average money transfer app.
Yeah.
Why was that specialization so important there? What was it solving?
Yeah, absolutely. Rewire wasn't a generic solution. It was really built from the ground up for the unique hurdles migrant workers in Israel face. Think about caregivers maybe from the Philippines, construction workers from parts of Africa.
Right.
They often struggle with things like getting access to traditional banks, dealing with currency conversion, and just sending money home safely and affordably. It's complicated. Rewire aimed to be that bridge, simplifying the whole process.
That makes sense. A vital bridge, as you said.
Yeah.
So let's zoom in on Rewire by Remitly as it is now. For those immigrants in Israel, what's the platform actually offering them day to day, beyond just sending money home?
So its core mission is to be this sort of all-in-one financial platform designed just for them. It helps manage their money within Israel. I think paying bills, getting paid, and of course, sending funds back to their families.
So managing local finances, too.
Exactly. Imagine getting your salary deposited, handling your expenses locally, and then, easily transferring money abroad, all within one system. That's the goal.
And the reach for sending money out of Israel, how wide does that network go?
From Israel, users can send money to, I believe, over 130 countries globally.
Wow, 130, that's quite extensive from one starting point.
It really is. It shows they've built out a lot of specific payment routes just for this group.
Okay, impressive reach. Now, let's talk about getting money into the account in the first place. You mentioned salary deposits, but what about other ways? Especially considering the users might have varied, financial habits or access.
They've built in quite a bit of flexibility there.
Yeah.
So yes, there's the Rewire card, which is key, as you said, for salary deposits. That's huge for streamlining income.
A game changer, you called it.
It can be, yeah. But beyond that, you have your standard bank transfers, debit or credit card payments. And importantly, acknowledging that cash is still very common for many.
Right.
You can actually deposit cash at specific physical locations. Think places like Super Farm pharmacies or the Israel Post Office. Makes it super accessible.
So that Rewire card, it sounds like more than just a payment card. You mentioned it links to a Bank of Jerusalem account. How does that specific link help the user?
Exactly. It's not just a prepaid card. That link to a Bank of Jerusalem account gives users a piece of the formal Israeli financial system.
Oh, yeah.
It helps with paying local bills, making local purchases, getting paid easily. It's like having a local bank account experience, which can be really tough for non-citizens to set up otherwise. It boosts financial inclusion, basically.
Got it. And when the money is sent, how does the recipient usually get it? Does it vary a lot depending on where they are?
Oh, definitely. The options are tailored. So it could be a direct deposit into their bank account, or cash pickup is a big one, available at lots of locations. Mobile wallets are another increasingly popular option too.
So it depends on the country.
Yes, the specific methods available change based on the destination country, aiming for what's most practical there.
And serving such a diverse group, I have to assume language support is critical.
Fundamental. Absolutely essential. The platform offers support in multiple languages. That's crucial for usability, for trust, making sure people can manage their finances confidently in their own language.
Makes sense. So Rewire by Remitly really seems to have nailed that deep, localized support within Israel. Okay, let's pivot then. What about Remitly itself, the parent company? What are its broader capabilities on the global stage?
Right. So Remitly, the overall brand, operates as a truly global digital financial service provider, also focused on immigrants and their families, but across a much wider network.
How wide?
It facilitates transfers to over 170 countries.
Whoa, 170. That's massive.
Yeah, it's one of the most extensive networks out there.
And where can people send money from using Roometly?
Primarily from major economies. So the US, Canada, Australia, the UK, and pretty much the whole Eurozone. That wide sending base is what powers its global reach.
And funding those transfers, are the payment methods similar to Rewire or are there differences?
There's some overlap, definitely. You can use a bank account, debit, or credit card. But Remitly also integrates things like Apple Pay, more modern digital payment options for convenience.
Okay. And globally, what about the receiving end? How flexible is Roometly there?
Recipient flexibility is really a priority for them. You've got the standard bank deposits, of course. Then there's cash pickup at literally thousands of locations worldwide, often key in areas with less banking infrastructure.
Thousands. Impressive.
Yep, mobile wallet transfers too. And in some specific markets, they even offer home delivery of cash.
Home delivery. Really?
Yeah, it's a standout feature, definitely geared towards maximum accessibility in certain regions.
That's quite something. Now, speed is often crucial with remittances, right? Does Remitly offer choices there?
They do. Typically, two main options. There's an express transfer faster, usually takes just a few hours, might cost a bit more.
Okay.
And then there's an economy option, slower, might take a few business days, but usually cheaper on the fees. So users can choose based on urgency versus cost.
And obviously, with money crossing borders, security and knowing what's happening are huge concerns. What does Remitly do on that front?
Oh, absolutely critical. They emphasize security quite heavily. Things like multi-step account verification, strong encryption for all the data. Plus, you get real-time tracking for your transfer. You can see where the money is.
That tracking must provide peace of mind.
Definitely. And what's really key is their delivery guarantee. They promise a delivery window, and if the money doesn't arrive on time for some reason related to Remitly, they'll refund your transfer fees.
Ah, a fee refund guarantee. That builds a lot of trust.
It's a strong statement, yeah. Shows confidence in their own system.
Okay, so let's connect these pieces. Rewire's deep focus in Israel. Remitly's huge global network. What does bringing them together really achieve? What's the synergy here?
Well, I think it's more than just Remitly adding users or countries. Looking at the bigger picture, it feels like they acquired a kind of blueprint, a way to do deep regional penetration effectively.
A blueprint? How so?
Rewire had figured out how to navigate the specific regulations, the cultural needs, within a really key migrant corridor, Israel. So Remitly gains that specialized know-how. It suggests maybe a broader strategy,
Go on.
a strategy of building these tailored local financial ecosystems within their global platform. It lets them serve niche markets with a precision that a one-size-fits-all approach just can't match. You combine Rewire's deep dive knowledge with Remitly's massive infrastructure.
Right, so for you, the user, it means a much more complete toolkit, doesn't it? More ways to fund, more ways to receive, choices on speed, solid security. It's about meeting very specific needs, but with the backing of a global player.
Exactly that. It caters to a wider range of situations. It feels like it's genuinely trying to bridge financial gaps for different communities around the world.
It's not just sending money. It's about better financial access overall.
Precisely. This integration, it's about making these cross-border transactions more accessible, definitely more secure, and really tailored to what migrant communities actually need. It empowers people by understanding their specific challenges. It makes the system more responsive.
And that's probably the thought to leave everyone with, isn't it? Thinking about how digital financial services are evolving. These kinds of integrations, like Remitly bringing Rewire into the fold, they're genuinely reshaping global connection.
Yeah.
It's more than just moving money faster. It's about building these financial bridges, empowering individuals, boosting global inclusion, making essential financial lifelines work better for the people who rely on them most, making them seamless, secure, and truly human-centered.